All right, how's it going out there, folks? Customer test video for James. This is a 2-driving 2879 standard with 2290 drivers. Has the high and low that kills the amp sections. So here you're running off the 2-pill section. Here you're running off the 8-pill section. Here you're running off both. Has the variable on it here. So it's set up for it's a low drive amp, obviously. We're going to hit it with the Uniden 66, and it does about 35 PEP, about 10 watts average, 38 PEP, something like that. Obviously, a little bit stronger radio, it'll do a little bit more, but we're going to be limited by our power supply over here. Hopefully by this weekend, that'll change. Have a different setup for testing the larger amps, hopefully. More about that to come, but for right now, we're just testing it to make sure it's working right. Probably going to be limited to about 750 average. And the PEP will be different. Sometimes, you'll see 1500 PEP, sometimes 16, 17. But we will be limited to around 750 watts average with our current supply setup. So for the video, let's just go ahead and get started. I've got a 2500 watt slug in, so it's going to be a little hard to see, what it's doing on low power with just the 2-pill section. But give it a whirl and see how it does here. Go ahead and go to PEP and top scale. So that 5 is 500. Hello, audio check 1 2 3. Audio check 1 2 3. It's showing about 300 watts PEP, 280, something like that. Going just past that 250 watt hash mark. So now what I'll do is I'll turn that off, and I'm gonna turn the 8-pill section on by itself. Hello, audio, you can hear the other relay kick in. Audio 1 2 3, audio 1 2 3, audio 1 2 3, audio. And it's doing about 800 watts with it. So you get a little bit of variation there. And now we're just going to go to average first. Make sure we've got our dead key set properly as well. That's about a 200 watt dead key. Hello. Again, 750 watts average, give or take there. How much current we're drawing? Hello. 116. See if it's making our power supply drop. Hello. Oh yeah. See, you guys can tell it's starving. It's dropping down in the 13s. Again, we're limited right now, and it limits more the average power than the PEP. PEP can vary. You can have something doing 750 watts average, and sometimes it shows 1800 PEP, sometimes 1600. But we are being limited right now. You can just tell by how much it's killing the power supply. We do want to show PEP though, just to show that it is doing a decent amount of power, even though maybe not full power. Still looking at top scale. Audio 1 2 3. Audio 1 2 3. And it's actually showing about 17 or so. Audio check. Audio 1 2 3. Audio 1 2 3. Audio 1 2 3. Audio. Okay. So one last thing I want to do is see how much dead key we're putting in it from the radio, just for a reference for the customer. Let's put a 50 watt slug in here. And I'll just turn the amp off real quick. Now we're looking at the 50 watt scale. And it looks like about a watt and a half. So yeah, we're not running much into it at all. Like I said, about a watt or a watt and a half. Just trying to see if I had another small slug over here to check it with, but that should do. Well, I'd say a watt and a half, 2 watts, something like that going into it will be fine. We've got our RF power. This is our RF power on this radio, so it's around 10 o'clock. I think he bought a 959 to run into it. So should be a good radio to drive it. The 959s, when they're tuned up, they do similar to like a Cobra 29. They do a little bit more average power, but the PEP is about the same. They just do just a little bit more average. So I think that'll be the ticket for him. Look at the back of the amp here. You got a lug back there to hook your ground up to. 3 hot wires. So That's it, guys. Questions, comments, shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Rooster in Tennessee. Catch you guys out there. A lot more videos to come. Lots of pre-ordered amps to do videos on, custom amps, and lots of stuff in right now. So hopefully get an inventory video done sometime here in the near future. All right, everybody, have a good one. Getting this day started out here. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.